Here's a wild tour story. The promoter didn't pay me and I beat his ass. Straight up and down. A lot of promoters, they run off on you. It's cool, we ain't tripping about that. But this particular promoter, he had the nerve to like, kind of like I pulled up to the club. I'm like, bro, what's going on? My partner, my manager went on a hot at him. And they trying to get the money together with the whoop boom. So he just comes starting us off. But as he starting us off, he coming out, he drunk, just super, you know what I'm saying, just, man, I ain't professional. He come to the car, he was like, yeah, I got my pistol on me too. Just on some. I'm like, bro, what all this for, bro? We trying to go in the club, bro. Like, I get out the car. I can't say everything, but I get out the car. We go to the back door. So we ain't got the money yet. We just like, hopefully we figure out going here, how they get the money. Everything go cool. He like, come on, I'm counting the inside. So we going in, I'm like, because the club figure it closed. So we go to the door. His security, they stopped us like, no, like, on some just guerrilla shit. It's a different being secure than being like tough. You can be serious about your job, but you ain't gotta be like, just come off as like, you know how they be. You be serious about your job though, but they were just disrespectful, just talking crazy to a nigga. I'm like, oh, hell no, these folks tripping. So we trying to go in, the promoter nigga turn around and just push me. I beat his ass. We beat the shit out of him. The promoter was drunk. He was like super drunk, and he just pushed me. Like he turned around and just pushed the fuck out of me, just boom. Then when he pushed me, his security, they started swinging, everybody started swinging. You know how they go. But the promoter, he was already on the ground. By the time he pushed me, he come out. So when he come out, I come back and I come back in on him, pop, pop, pop. Stomped the shit out of him, did on it, got in the car, took off. Police chased us right there and there. We got away. I ain't lying. Am I lying, bro? It really, some other shit happened too, but I ain't gonna go like that. But this shit was wild. It was I had to deal with this shit. It was like tried to sue me for this shit. And I win.
Straight gave me an AK-47, and I was like, what I'm gonna do with this? If I get caught, I don't want to get caught with this and go to no Russian jail. And they was like, no, you Gangsta Gibbs, you need to have this. And so, because I'm Gibbs, they just felt that I just wanted an AK-47 with me at all times. And I was like, okay, cool, man. I was riding around with this AK through Russia all day. Everywhere I went, I had the AK-47 with me in Russia. I don't know why, but I was kind of spooked about Russia too, man. It's kind of crazy, man. People would come in my hotel room and they're like, why the fuck you got this rifle in your room? So, that's definitely the craziest thing that ever happened to me on the road. Russia,
City, and the promoter just wouldn't answer his phone because he knew that the ticket sales were very low and he didn't do his job to sell the ticket, to promote the show or anything. There'd be a few fans standing outside in a little baby line waiting to get in the show, but they can't get in because the show is like shut down, the promoter's not there. It's just like, damn, so I can't get paid. There's a few fans out there, so I've actually had to do some little mini deals where I remember on my first tour in 2011, when the promoter wasn't answering his phone, the venue was just like, look, he's not answering our phone calls either. It was about 7 people that showed up. So we made about $100 that night. Me and the venue just split $100, 50-50. And I just performed. Stuff like that is bound to happen in your early stages, especially being independent, where you don't have anybody to show you the ropes. But yeah, even till this day, I still feel like some promoters don't do their job properly, just half-assing everything. But yeah, there was a lot of janky promoters in my early stages of touring, but we filtered them out a lot though. So
promoter.
Yeah.
So there's this promoter, right, that is just at a couple random cities on the tour that always looks like a retired rapper, like a retired backpack type rapper, you know what I'm saying? And he takes rap really serious, but it just didn't work out for him. And so when you come to the show, he just really wants to stunt on you and shit and just, you know what I'm saying, act like you're not a fucking, like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Looks like some throwaway Method Man fan is just now a promoter. Fuck those guys. Secondly, this other promoter is this dude in the middle America, I'll give you that, middle America promoter. This fucking guy would have to cuss at you before he would say something. Before he would finish the thing, he would just scream out a cuss word, fuck. We'd just be like, what's wrong? And he's like, he was weird. He's like this 1960s rocker dude. And he was randomly downstairs cussing at me and Brick hella much for no reason. And then he's like, you guys want pizzas? And we were like, yeah. And he's like, fuck your pizzas. And then he just walked out and came back and brought us pizzas. And then it was definitely not dirty down there. And he hired hell of his security dudes to come down and clean it. I don't know, he's just weirdo. He was a weird guy. He's a weird, fucked up promoter dude. Promoter also had hella weed and was trying to give it to everybody. everybody else walking by, he was trying to give them some weed. Like, clearly they're working, you know what I'm saying? And you're like the promoter, you're supposed to be on your job. Like, security guards are walking by, he's offering them weed. Like, fans are walking by, he's offering them weed. Anybody could have got eye around this guy. Maybe his real occupation was a weed salesman who was just like trying to front like he was this promoter. That's not a bad idea. Fronting like you're the promoter of a show and really just being a weed salesman and selling off hella sacks. You know what drives me crazy? The super weak, like retired, didn't make it into, wasn't cool enough to get into Wu-Tang Clan rapper who's now a promoter. I hate those guys. I cannot stand them.